Thompson in at the 2. And for Philadelphia, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And tonight, both of these teams relying on their depth as injuries have taken their toll, Legs.
Boy, and it makes it so tough to maintain continuity under these circumstances because the regular rotations just aren't there. It's really just a matter of weathering the storm.
And you never know. With injury comes opportunity.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
That shot is off. Davis with the defensive effort. And Dallas with possession. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis. And Coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. George against Washington. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Shooting 2.
That's good from George. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. George hits them both. And Legs, you look at this Mavericks roster, tremendous size up front.
Yeah, Brian, they've got great physicality up front, and that's what the league is allowing these days. So they've got the personnel to play some bully ball. And
the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Maxey surveys. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Flagg. Pass to Gafford. Washington outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Thompson left side. Shot clock at 5. And it's Gafford missing. And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. And here's George from downtown. Klay Thompson pulls down the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Pass to George. Over Washington. George with the bucket.
And you see the creativity George has. Just comfortable operating in screen and rolls and taking what he sees.
Gafford passes to Davis. Here's Flagg. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Embiid. Outside Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And the layup is good off the glass.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
High post Davis. Here's Flagg. Maxey covering. To win the drought. Offensive rebound, Mavericks.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Dallas, Daniel Gafford, taking 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And Tim, last made, Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flagg, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now and in the future.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. The Sixers lead by 5. Lowry with it. Watford outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Here's Russell. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
There's some tough points from Russell. That'll fire up this bench.
Russell against Lowry. Gordon outside. And he's going for the lob.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Here's Russell. On the wing, Christie. Pass to Gafford. Back to Christie. 5 on the clock. And Grimes pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 7. Gordon, the pass to Grimes. Here's Bonner. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Lively. Pass to Russell. Now here's Lively. And here's Gafford. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And a deep 3 from Russell. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's going for the oop here. And a slam dunk by Lively.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And so the first quarter is in the books. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Williams is out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Marshall in at small forward. Russell from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
Got it.
Such a flashy player. The ball control Maxey has is really impressive.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Russell. Count it, good.
Oh, defenses try to get physical with Russell, but he has great body control and composure. Tough to throw him off his game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back over to you, Brian.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Count that bucket.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Pass to Grimes. Got it. Good job in the low post. Grimes has gotten his first points in this one.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Gotta attack when you have that chance.
Outside, Williams. Here's Davis. Tries again. The shot by Russell, no good. Philadelphia leading by 5. Pass to Grimes. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Williams. Marshall outside. Now Davis. Embiid covers. And that one's good. Davis.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Maxey passes to Grimes. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside, Williams. And he drives in. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. 80 is towards the top of that list.
And it'll be Philadelphia with their first time out of the game here.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
Yeah, no choice there but to burn a timeout. You've got to talk it over, regroup, and hope your opponent cools off a little bit.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Davis. Thompson comes in for Marshall. Christie's checked in for Williams. And Flagg subbed in for Russell. Pass to Edgecombe. George outside. The shot's good. George has got 6 points.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together. Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Here's Bona. Excellent D there from Lively.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Here's Flagg. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Christie passes to Gafford. Washington outside. Here's Flagg. Pass to Thompson. The 3-ball. They get it back. And again, it's Dallas.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Now here's George. Defended by Thompson. Nice D from Thompson. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 16-4 run. Pass to Flagg. Washington outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Christie against Gordon. Thompson left side. Over George. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Philadelphia with another miss. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Mavericks ahead, up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's cool. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were in a rough spot down 7 at one point, but kept it from getting worse than that. They're playing for each other right now. Selfless basketball translating into a 5-point lead now after trailing initially. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They came out as the more physical team tonight. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing and glass and giving them a physical and a middle end.
That about wraps it up. Time now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. '76ers trail by 5. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in its center. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
George finds Maxey. Here's Embiid. Gafford grabs the miss.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
On the wing, Thompson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Davis. The rebound by Maxey.